only waterfalls that I know, it is Victoria Falls, Mtarazi Falls. That is the falls that which connects us with the magnificent wonders of the world that one could think about. But in as much as you also connect with Mtarazi Falls and any kind of falls that you might think about, the special falls that waterfalls that connects with us, it is found in the Sunshine City. That is where we are finding ourselves, welcoming the two teams that are, of course, battling it out for honors. If you talk about that is in the Northern Region Division 1 Soccer League, that's where we talk about Black Rhinos hosting that is Scotland, the Lions. Of course, on the first fixture that came out trumps that is the Lions, and of course in this reverse fixture that's another different story altogether. But one of those transformed side that one can think about, especially if you consider the starting lineup really changed, the complete set of a lineup, especially if you talk about Black Rhinos, and of course excluded from the starting lineup, that is one of their key figures, that is Malvin Mutsuka, that is popularly known as Machafi, is absent in the lineup. And then of course Everson Feremba, the top goal scorer for the league, is not also present in the starting lineup. But coming on as replacement, you talk about Tapuata Siana, an individual that has been of course scoring at will if you talk about his own heydays at Karoi, but finds himself today on another different aspect. But for Scotland, we are still here to find out how are they going to panel out. But in as much as it is, there's been plenty of changes on and off movements. That's what we can talk about. That is, of course, for Scotland, they've brought in individuals like Ronald Fumbuizai, the Christmas boy, that who comes on to this one. He was, of course, formerly with Capes United. That's another individual to talk about. If you talk about Fumbuizai, who had a stint in South Africa, finds himself here coming to retrieve his own footprints. But this time around with a lower tier division, with an aspiration of earning promotion, which we are talking about, that is Scotland. But if you take it, of course, some of the latest editions that come on, that is an individual so-called, that is King Natolo. That's an individual who also grew in part and parcel of Mapuku. Right now, the referee of the day, Mr. Lyndon Musa, that's the individual that is officiating this contest, as the two teams are proudly coming on to this field of play. And the orchestra of expectation is, of course, covering this entire field of Hart Stadium, where it is expected to be pumping excitement, and of course any expectations other than maximum points, that's what they are hoping for. But all eyes on Scotland's key striker, that is Donald Humbani, an individual that joined the side from South Africa. Then the Mkamchariwa Wellington is another key figure who's also here present. King Natolo coming in to make his debut for Scotland after the latest signing that was done during the mid-window transfer. That's what we can simply talk about. But as the two teams parade themselves in front of the much-awaited kick-off of the fixture, right, the young Dinero, who has been in a rich vein of form, that's the youngster that is also here present. Johannes Ismanda, an individual that joined the side from Arenal, who once had a stint with the ZPC Kariba. That's another individual that is also here present in the starting lineup for Scotland. Lincoln Tracia, Kumbani, then of course, as the list goes on and on and on. Let's wait and see how are they going to bring it on. But for Scotland, Leroy Mavunga, that's an individual that you can talk about. Individual that was born on 6 December 1998. He had a stint in Botswana, but now he is here present for this one. As we await for the match of, that is the coach of Scotland having one or two words with the veteran individuals that had a stint in South Africa. That's the Christmas boy in form of Ronald Fumbuizai, as well as Lincoln Tracia, amongst the list. But every referee who is officiating this contest is the referee of quite some repute. If you talk about Lyndon Musa, then Christopher Brighton, that's another individual that we always know that he is another player to expect to rise up to the occasion, especially if he's in a good day of form. That's Christopher Brighton. But Sylvester Manira is another individual to talk about. That's also expected to rise to the occasion. But all eyes will be expected to be on Tapuata Siana, a man that is always known for scoring for fun. whenever he's granted opportunity. Willard Zakeu, an individual who had distinct with Moss, but went on to retrieve his footprints in terms of his own form that had gone down the drain with Karo United, but he now comes back into the fold with this one. As we are waiting and see how are they going to panel out. All expectations, Scotland, of course, standing across the goal-mouth area and seeking divine intervention. That's the way they do it, especially the Lions before the hunt. But the crush of Rhinos, they have their own way of doing their own thing. So far, they assembled together, holding each other's hands, hoping that all expectations will go in their own favor. Let's wait and see how are they going to bring it on. I know the million-dollar question is who's going to aim promotion. That is one of the best seasons if we talk about the Northern Region Division 1 Soccer League. That has been giving us this entertaining contest of football, proudly brought to us by LM Auctioners. That's the ones that have been bankrolling us right from start as we are waiting for this one to kick off. But for Scotland, they have completely transformed the side, although they loaned some of the individuals to some of the sister clubs in the Northern Region Division 1. If you talk about an individual that disheartened Moz, you will be talking about Denzel Gauke, who has been loaned to Black Mambas. That's an individual to bring on. Then you talk about Munashe Chikodzi, Nixon Mashumba. That's another one to speak about. Ronald Fumbitsai is no stranger to this kind of atmosphere that he is witnessing. But for this one, as we are waiting for this one to bring it along, can they make sure that it goes on their favor? That's what we are waiting to find out. Any moment from now, we might be kicking off. Scotland will be attacking from my right to your left in your view, but defending from your left to your right. That is on all white and red. That's Black Rhinos. Dinero. His first involvement. Way across with the crossfield ball too. That is Leroy Mavunga taking on his mark, a bit of some step over, no through rot, and of course blasted into the opponent to aim the throw at the near side as we are waiting for this throw to come along with Black Rhinos. And of course an early moment of concern. I don't know what is it all about, but for Donald Kuumbani, within a couple of seconds he has just gone down. Let's wait and see how is it gonna be. While at the other end, I can tell you that it's all about how are they going to bring it on. Right, if you talk about Black Rhinos, it's a two-time winning champion side that won the league in 1987 as well as in 1984. So, of course, the last time they were in the top flight, that was in 2023, but they've had on and off involvement with the Premier League, although they have been relegated lastly, of course, before 2023, that was in 2014, and then aimed promotion with Sticks and Cheese. Then, of course, you also talk about the last moment they were tested top flight is in 2023, hoping to make an early comeback into the top flight. Right as we are coming across with Gonese, spreading play to Valentine Katante, rolling it further infield. This is Zinyama. Of course, an individual who started after a long layoff. He was, of course, being haunted by injuries. Now comes Muchisa. Zinyama. Zinyama slowly building up. Turning away to Nyakujganga. Moving forward. All in the sequence of passes. Doctor. That is Panashe Mtasa. Tasiana's first involvement, the latest acquisition. Ball over the top for Swasia to chase. Side-footed away for a throw. We go all along with it in the whole sequence of the throw. Doctor, that is formerly with Cranbourne Bullets, born on the 27th of September 1990. Off the thigh, Tasso continues. Referee says nothing to talk about. Mavunga going further on his stride. This is Mavunga moving forward, busting into pace. And of course, this time around, locating nobody. Connection comes. Valentine cuts on the back to Lino Konese. Konese to rubber stop at Tapua Matongo. Muchisa. Toto. Ball over the top. Tasiana's flick on the header. Way for Sylvester Manira at the near side. Numbers arriving in the penalty box. Way to, that is Mavugo best. Christopher Brighton cross comes. Header. Oh, that was a free header. What a free header. But I can tell you, just could not bring it lower. But that was, of course, a lovely jackknife aspect. If you talk about the header, I can tell you that was a header of its own quality from Chisa. Now is with Kama. Headed away. Slowly building up, that's Black Rhinos. Lionel Gonese. Matongo. Methodical build up from Black Rhinos. But slowly engaging them, of course, pressing them in segments. If you talk about Scotland, King Natolo operating as the creative midfielder. Enjoying free-flowing football. Lots of fluidity, but within their own third. Nyakuchiganga calling for numbers to support Muchisa. Christopher Branchon, of course, well accustomed with individuals that come from Mavuku because he grew in Mavuku. Toto turns away. Brighton all on his feet. High ball above, off the header. Collected by Kamchgario. King Natolo. Propping forward. Natolo. Way through but could not turn. And of course sleeping on duty, that is Leroy Mavunga. He could not interlink properly with Leroy Mavunga, allowing the ball to roll out of play for a throw. As we await, the throw has been launched in. Konese still moves forward the line, the Rhinos. Moving forward is Katante. High pull up for the chest. Of the chest control. From beside the Christmas boy. No wonder why he's putting on jersey number 25. He was born on 25 December 94. No wonder why he's putting on jersey number 25. Right as we are coming further now. Dinero. Leaving it for Doc. Panachem Tasa. Header mistimed. Of the chest control from Tasiana. Connected with him Tasa. Nyakuchiganga. Way through as it comes. Brought down by Saidi. Skip his clearance. Cushioned for Dinero. Onto the space for Gombani. Gombani cuts inside. Looking for options. And of course, teases. Finds support from Skippy. Skippy long raking ball, but that doesn't hound. That doesn't trouble Lino Konese. That doesn't trouble Lino Konese. No clear-cut opportunities have been encountered in the moment, but except for the header that was that went way over the bar. Coming towards Muchisa. This is Muchisa. Aerial ball above. For the chase is Carlson Chirwa. Monitoring it, but allows it for a throw. Now as it comes. For this moment for Black Rhinos. I understand Black Rhinos, they are on a mission for redemption, payback on what really transpired at Rufaro Stadium. Way through that is Zakeu. Collection comes. Skippy, who sends it for the lone striker, but Katsandis sends it back imminently for Tasiana. Off the chest control, this is Tasiana. Goes down easily. The referee says nothing to consider. Dinero. Bringing it to Saidi. Chirwa. Ronald Fumbitsai. They used to call him Roxy. Yes, of course, it is heydays at Kids United. But now as it comes for Fumbitsai, the master of corner kicks, if you talk about Ronald Fumbitsai. Now as it comes, waiting for numbers to push forward. This is Ronald Fumbitsai. Sends it above. Headed away by Toto. Out for a throw. Right, if you talk about in the Northern Region Division 1 for Scotland, they've lost 4 times. Twice at home and twice away. And of course, if you could talk about twice at home, that was against Karoy as well as Palm. Fumbitsai trying to navigate his way. But Christopher Brighton doesn't give him enough space. Coming to Mchisa. Mchisa, aerial ball. Headed away by Chirwa. Collected by Zakeo Willard. Willard Zakeo, born on the 15th of February 2001, in possession. Dr. Mutasa. Katsante. Still Rhinos enjoying the Lions' share of possession, but in their own third. Of course, probably they are denied the passing lanes, especially when you are engaging forward. Aerial ball. Tasiana from Karoi. That's where he was brought on during the mid-window transfer. If you talk about Tasiana. As it moves forward for this one at the other end. Ronald from Bidzai takes the throw. Allowing numbers to create themselves space for him to bring it on. Finally, he launches it high. Natolo's header. Brought on by Kumbani, conceding the throw. Right, if you talk about Black Rhinos, some of their best seasons, apart from winning the league, that was in 1991, they were the runners-up. And then in 2002, they had, of course, one of those formidable squad that had the coach of DZ Royal coming from the far side is Dinero's cross intercepted. This time around, much more improvement from Black Rhinos, considering that they were vulnerable in the back post spaces. Christopher Brighton. Toto now engaging in forward passes. Emmanuel Zinyama. Tasiana. Way through with the combination play. Zinyama. This is Zinyama with a touch. Sylvester Manira well dealt with. King Natolo. Way wide for Tiniero. The son of the former police officer in the 1989 Sogastar. Saidi turning on his right. Long searching ball to this other end for the Christmas boy from behind. A lovely sliding tackle for the near side. Kept in play. Matongo, the rubber stopper. Well retrieved before it went out. Combining. Aerial ball for the chase. Headed away. Saidi off the chase control. Physicality aiding him balance to keep possession. Supo Nyabonga. Collected by Christopher Brighton. Zvasia, of course, playing the decoy, but Skippy takes over. Malvin Piri, born on the 13th of June 1993. That's Malvin Piri, who used to have a stint at Cholocho and also had part of cameo appearances with some of the top flight sides. If you talk about, he had also had one or two experiences with Highlanders. He also had Ngezi along the touch, along the zone career. Way through Tolino Konese. This is Konese. Coming to this other end, Matongo, rubber stopper. Mchisa. Brighton. This is Christopher Brighton. Now is it continuously come? Lovely free-flowing football. Cross comes. Nyabonga collects it easily. He had to adjust his body. Already he was, of course, committing for the area of light. I beg your pardon for the aerial ball. Back to Nyabonga Supo. The goalkeeper who has so much footwork. But this time around he aims the throw. There was a deflection from Tasiana, but he was rather flouting with danger in that cognizance. Fortunately, the deflection wasn't enough for him to aim a forward movement. Header comes off the chest control, combining collection by Mafunga. Mafunga with Donald. Ball had gone out of play. Let's wait and see how is it gonna be. Right, if you talk about Leroy Mavunga, he has his junior brother Tulani, who also, of course, is based in Highfield, who turns out for Christ Passion, a side that is in the Division 2. Way through as it comes. Above it is sent. Brought down for this other end, Christopher's touch. Turning away. Zasia quickly gets hold of it. Dinero combining with Natolo. Scotland engaging. Natolo combining with Kamchkariwa for Dinero. On the overlap is Skippy. Malvin Piri. Malvin Piri takes a moment. Checks back and finds Dinero. Cross comes. Headed away. Then to Dinero. And of course, Dinero guides it for Swasia. Swasia floating it in. Dealt with him imminently. Rubber stoppers, a highly elevated putter that invites the whistle of Mr. Lyndon Musa. That invited the whistle of Mr. Lyndon Musa. There comes a dead ball situation. If you talk about the dead ball situations now, Scotland used it to back on. That is, of course, the presence of Ronald Fumbizai. But at this moment, with the arrival of, I beg your pardon, it was with Kamuchigariwa, but with the arrival of Fumbizai, is another special free kick specialist. So I think they ought to be sharing those moments in terms of set piece opportunities. As we await for this one to come along. Here it comes. Takes a moment of hesitation, but it's an invitation of right foot. Now as it comes, cushions it away for a corner. That's Konese. First corner kick, 1-0 in terms of corner kick. But in terms of scoreline now, they are still level. Goalless it is. You might be joining us, viewers, at the moment. Going and stepping forward for a corner, that is Kamchigariwa. Let's wait and see how will Wellington Kamchigariwa do it. The ex-Yada player. This is Kamchigariwa. Numbers are congregating in the penalty box. Delivery comes. And guides it wide. That is Fumbizai. Guides it wide. That was a free header. But lovely technique here to nod it down, although he just missed the near post with a few inches. As we connect with Katsante, way across. Moving with Konese. Sitting on the top of the log standings, Black Rhinos, knowing that Harare cities and Moors are breathing heavily behind. Way through as it comes. Connection intercepted. Muchisa. This is Muchisa. Intercepted for, that is Matongo. Way further again for the goalkeeper, Konese. This is Konese. Stretching the field for Dr. Zakeo. This is Zakeo coming forward. Zakeo will at and well dealt with them. Kamchigariwa. Natolo. Who drops in depth but combining with Mavunga. Fumbizai. Way above. And of course in hesitation the clearance comes. Headed by Natolo. Matongo's head. Collection comes. Nyakuchiganga. That is of course the key playmaker for Black Rhinos. The Doctor with a surgical touch from the far side. Mutasa. Combining with Zinyama. Still Zinyama. Detecting pace in midfield. As Zinyama goes around with his marker. Combining with Mchisa. Gets the touch. Interception comes to Kamchigariwa. Saidi. Right, escapes the challenge. The referee awards the challenge. But inviting some criticism, that is of course the whistle. But although the referee was on top of things, one would have thought that it wasn't as much, it did not much impact. Zasia, Skippy, Malvin Piri, Dinero dropping from infield to white area. Now it combines with Skippy for the cross. Aiming, that is the second corner. 2-0 in terms of corner kicks. But still it remains scoreless. Let's wait and see. On and off the ball movements continue. While Sylvester Manira at the near side. That is for Black Rhinos having one or two words, but Dinero going forward for the same concept. Let's wait and see how will they deal with this one. Ronald Fumbizai taking much of it. Remember in his heydays in the top flight for Cape United, he used to bang them. Here comes Mafunga's cross. At the blunt side, there was nobody. There was nobody. All the way from beyond our borders who had experience in Botswana. Right as we continuously come. Lays it on for Nyakujanga, turning away under some challenge. The Doctor. Surgical movements, of course, with an operation from the left side. Drive comes to Manira. Bringing it further in onto his stride. Takes on his marker facing Swasia. Here comes Sylvester. Sylvester, of course, hacked it down, but the referee says nothing. Way White as it comes. Moving further for this one. This is Leroy. 4 versus 5. Cross comes. Dinheiro at the near side. Dinheiro takes on his marker. Finding Fumbitai. Of course, header comes. Overloading the sides. That was what Fumbitai did. Especially to 8 more numbers in. Now as it comes for the rotational of passes, Nyabonga, Supo, high ball up half, Buchisa, enough space to control it, turning away Zinyama Imano, who used to turn out for tail 1 as well as Harare City and Cranbourne. Doctor calling for numbers to arrive. Sylvester Manira's touch with the interplay. A lovely turning is Tassiana. This is Tassiana. And of course, that's the man that haunted Scotland when he was turning out for Karoi with an opening goal. That is Tapua Tassiana, born on the 8th of June 2000. Drive comes to this other end of the near side for Dinheiro. That was a heavy one. That was a heavy one. He could not deal with it. He could not deal with that one. In as much as it comes. Slowly in the approach, but trying to move forward. Matongo. Mchisa. Way through to the deep lying midfielder, that is Zinyama. Pushing it forward. Saidi lengthens himself, but this time around there was nobody to provide the corresponding run. Of course, he had spotted the space in the pocket, but at the end, there was no complementary effort. At this point in time, Nyabunga, that is Panache, it seems as if he felt he needs attention from the medical expert, while the latest signed goalkeeper from Wange, Pegimpilo Ngube, born on the 8th of June 1991, is taking through his paces. Yeah, if you talk about that goalkeeper, right, each and every player from every side takes a moment to have 1 or 2 words. Right, if you talk about Black Rhinos, of course, in 2000, they had some of the individuals like Edi Dube and Edinika, born on the 17th of born on the 15th of September 1977. That is Edinika as well as Edi Dube. They had a fantastic combination after having a stint with the Highlanders as well. There was Brito Guerre, there was Ephraim Mazarura, there was, of course, if you talk about Edmonya Nenga, that is another player to speak about for Black Rhinos. If you also talk about Brighton Chandisaita, who happens to be the assistant coach, he was one of those players that took Black Rhinos to where it matters most. And then if you bring it further and talk about some of individuals like Robson Chisango, that was an individual that you talk about for Black Rhinos. But now as we are waiting for the delivery to come forward, long polar, this time around, Way White inviting Fumbitai. Fumbitai turning. This is Fumbitai's touch. Saidi. Blasted into the referee. That will invite the drop ball. That will invite the drop ball. Let's wait and see how will the drop ball emanate. As we are waiting and see. Of course, the 2 debutants, like I told you, that it's a game that will involve the debutants. Probably one would talk about the baptism of fire. Getting on with it. No through road, says Matogo. Off the header is Kamchkariwa. Way forward for that one, Tassiana. Way White inviting Sylvester. Turning away Manira. Retrieved. Mavunga. Combining. Saidi. And of course, this is one of those free-flowing possession of football. That is what we are witnessing. That's what these 2 teams are doing. But whenever they're engaging each other where it matters most, they're lacking that penetration pass. Now comes Natoro. Cushioned it for the Christmas boy. Turning away. And the referee says there was something wrong. initially allowed advantage, but he finally reconsiders that one. That's Mr. Lyndon Musa. Slowly picking up. That is in terms of the supporters. It's good to note that some of them have opted to go away, to go and find comfort where the sunshine is still at. Now with the far flanger, Doctor for the run. Cross comes, headed away. Goal line clearance from Captain Carlson Chiwa. That was a goal line clearance. Above it comes Raya Matongo. Header, of course. And that was a defensive header. But for that flick on, that's the individual who earned a red card. If you talk about Saidi, that's an individual that earned a red card against Harare City. But now he's living dangerously at that moment. Let's wait and see how are they going to deal with this one. Opportunities still yet to get a corner if you talk about Black Rhinos. But this is, of course, so promising from a distance about 35 to 40 yards. Can they do something? Tatenda Muchisa, born on the 17th of August 1998, standing over this one. Here comes Mchisa. Mchisa at the flat side, flicked away, brought down by Katande. Doctor Mutasa. Mutasa from distance. Off as it comes, Sakeo. But he could not redirect his header. That was a floating ball, but he could not redirect his header in as much as it comes. Let's wait and see. The throw comes. Chested downward. Still under pressure. Creation of angles and opening up. That is the order of the day. Moving forward. Passing lanes in and around the ball. Now comes King Natolo. Poor first touch. That was a heavy first touch. Going further to the far flank for the throw. Malvin Piri skipping. Zasia brings it in. Taking it further infield. But manages to bring it under control. Still goes on further with the passes. Interplay continues. Muchisa. Nesbet Yabosa Ruchera, who was also part of the 2002 squad for Black Rhinos. Moving further with the interplay. Slowly building up. But of course, they are not engaging them willy-nilly. If you talk about Black Rhinos, they are coming on segment, but also their opponents as well. It seems as if they are enjoying the comfort of sitting at the back. Once they get a moment to counter, that's when they, of course, make sure that they hasten their reactions. Let's wait and see now. In as much as it is in the Northern Region Division 1, you can tell that missing the services of the top goal scorer for the moment, that is Everson Feremba, who's absent, as well as Malvin Muzuka, probably might have killed the rhythm of Black Rhinos. Long ball infield, coming towards this one, touch forward. Oh, lovely combination, but not through Rotter. If you remember that King Natolo at one point in time, he had a stint with Tel 1. There was some time in 2019 in the center when he retained from South Africa. One or two words being said at the near side from the officials. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with this one? Throw comes. Touch forward. Send high. Carlson Chiwa's ball. Saidi's header. Offer to Kamchgariwa. Collected by Nyakujiganga. Turning. Lovely turning. Christopher Brighton. Still Brighton. Christopher Brighton. Away the clearance goes by Mafunga. Headed forward. Collection comes. Touch it towards Zinyama. Valentine Katanje. There comes Katanje. Zinyama. This is one of those matches that is a bit strategical. You don't just engage. A lovely touch to the far side for the doctor. Mutasa. Retrieved by Skippy. Turning is Mavunga. Finding Jasia Batra. All high above. Headed forward. Saidi beaten for that one. Turning away, that is Christopher Brighton finds Muchisa, who's moving forward. Muchisa with the touch. Scooping it above. Headed away by Fumbizai. Natolo's chest control. Drive goes high, looking for Kumbani. Number 1 for 21 for 21, like for like. Even the challenge says it all. 21 for 21, even the challenge says it all. Some things, of course, come as a coincidence. But as we are waiting to find out how will it going to transpire from the far flank. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Coming forward is Mchisa. Way through as it combines. Drive comes to this near side. Mchisa. Combining with Tassiana. Using his armor to shrug off the challenge, but aiming that is the throw, that is Black Rhinos. Vast improvement from Black Rhinos. Gets on the touch, faces his marker. Ball above, headed away by Saidi, dropping for Nyakuchiganga. Poor first touch. Kamchikariwa at the moment, and the referee eventually takes over the attention of the game as we attend the individual that has gone down. Right, if you talk about Black Rhinos, at one point in time there was, of course, some Kifti Kwavagamuriwa. That's another player that in the history of football will always be remembered. Then for Scotland, of course, a side that is slowly, probably, which we can say is one of the most improved teams in the Northern Region Division 1 for the season, considering that they had no clear-cut pre-season preparation. So when it comes to this one, with the way they are engaging their results as they are coming, yes, of course, it is what they is going to according to their expectations. They never thought that it would be a moment to be at this point in time, having it to be where they are. But Alan Katzikwa going through their paces, as well as with Seiji Murimi. Those are potential individuals that are likely to replace Saidi. But it seems as if it's going to continue. William Nyasulu, one of those coaches, now as it comes to Nyabunga, flouting with danger, skirting on thin ice. Skirting on thin ice. High ball up half, big peddling with the header. Flick on. Brighton combining with Zakeu. Willard Zakeu's touch. Going is Zakeu. And of course, the referee not interested in that one. Let's wait and see. Waiting for the verdict. As we are waiting for Mbedzai's first involvement in the Scotland colours, could be one of those West welcome. It could be one of those. Yeah, I understand. Usually players, they tend to also take a moment to exaggerate with it. As we also await for this one. But in as much as it is, that's a moment to wait for it. Right, having his palm covering his face, that's for Mbedzai. Probably that is might be the one that has suffered the injury than any other. But hobbling is Mchisa. Yellow carded to Mchisa. I don't think that will be the West welcome for Mbedzai after being signed. Yeah. Yeah, covering his face. I don't know if it was too much. Is he going to be raising alarms that he might need a change? Or else, you never know, you can never tell. Probably he might have, somebody might have landed on him where he originally had an injury before. Yeah, with the way it turns out to be, I don't know if he's going to continue. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to continue. Right, those are some of the challenges that happen in football. Right on Chandisaita, having a weight or so with it. Waiting for the final assessment of the physiotherapists before they conclude if they can make a change. 0-0, that's the case at hand. Gracias ball. Header comes to Natolo. Chested downward. Natolo turning away. Here comes Natolo. Cross comes across. Umbani. That was an opportunity. There was a deflection. There was a deflection. Yes, he wanted to go for placement. But what a lovely footwork from the near side. If you can take a look at it from King Natolo. A special way of quick feet. And the square ball that was neatly brought down, setting himself up. And then, of course, the placement ballooning over the crossbar. I can tell you, that was a lovely movement. Cross comes from the corner. From besides header. Off the clearances. Header coming back again. Mavunga. Away it comes. Dinheiro, of course, with the chase with Tassiana. Side touch for Mavunga. Turning away is Mavunga. Hacked it down. Referee awards another foul. Whistles coming forward. Let's wait and see. Was it an off the ball incident? Let's wait and see. Still believing. Those are some of the fans. In as much as it is happening today, it has been waiting. We are waiting for resumption of play. Can they bring it on? 0-0, that's the case at hand. Lincoln Tracia having 1 or 2 words with King Natolo. Panache Mtasa. I think about it, that's Prince Mtasa. Panache is the one at Manika Daniels. You know, these Mtasas, they always give me a headache, but each time I rephrase, I end up finding my way out. Now we're about to commence. Dead ball situation. Black Rhinos holding a high line. Fumbidzai. Acting as a delivery comes. Header going forward. Underneath it is Nyakuchanga. Miss kick comes. Nyatolo takes over. Way for skipping. Cross comes. Way further by Tripatra. Good combination play. Mavunga. And the interception comes. Toto. But looking for that precise, incisive pass that should have made the difference. And the referee, of course, awarding a foul in favor of Black Rhinos. It was an unfair challenge against Sylvester. Let's wait and see. Touch comes. Manages to turn. Long searching ball. To this other end is Christopher Brighton. But insufficient pace. Limits him to get to the end of it. From behind. Saidi. That was a lefty footer for a lefty footer. Moving forward with the drive. Getting on with the touch. All over the top. Into the path of Fumbitai. Throw comes. Off the thigh. Kumbani sandwiched and well dealt with him. Galloping from the side. That is Zakeu. Zakeu with the step over. And eventually for obstruction, the referee awards. For obstruction. That is what the referee finally awards it for Scotland. Let's wait and see how they're going to deal with this one. From a much more promising position at the near side. Standing over it, that is three individual. You know, one of them is Mutasa Panache, that is the doctor. Muchisa also standing over for this one. This might be a recipe for disaster if not well taken care of. Now a moment, delivery comes, headed away, flicked way wide. Manieraba poorly executed, but still turns inside. Gets the touch for, imminently dealt by Tiniero. And of course, nicked off his feet. Mavunga. Here comes Mavunga. Natolo. Kumbani. Mavunga. Building up. Turning away from his marker. Lovely composure. Comes Kariwa. And of course, with a spiral motion, headed away. Off the chest control. Bringing on the touch. I love the Trivela pass. I love the Trivela pass. Way through for Tassiana. This is Tassiana using his arm out, stretching his arm out to protect possession like a striker. That's what strikers do whenever they are protecting possession. They shrug off the challenge by stretching their arm out. Flick on as it comes. Collecting the loose ball. Nyabunga. Driven way wide for Kumbani Donald. Brought down. Not through road. That is easily granted by Kazande. As he denies him avenue. Gets the touch. Nyabunga with the manages to turn Zinyama. Touch the way through Nyakuchiganga. Zakeu. Willard. Under pressure as he was pressing high. Muchisa. Dropping in depth, but finally launches it to Tassiana off the chest control. Clearance comes, but still coming, of course, crowding the central part of the areas. Now as it comes, way through for the far side. Sylvester Manira with possession. Here comes Sylvester from distance. Speculative effort. Speculative effort. As it comes, can they do something there? High ball above again. Off the header. Flicked forward. Zasia. Side-footed away. Brought down and of course juggling in the process. The referee awards. No kind words, but Zasia quickly brings it to looking for Natolo. Taken on his. Gets the touch. Mafunga. But too much. Dilly-dallying with it. Looking for those available. Supu at the side who's available. Finding Fumbitai. Fumbitai wanted to, of course, to navigate space, but not granted that space. Let's wait and see. Throw comes. Saidi. Cross comes to the blank side for the chest. Kumbani, Donald. Tiniero the Jew. Way above as it comes to the blank side. To this other end is Fumbitai. Beautiful stuff. Cross comes. Good organization from Black Rhinos. Good organization from Black Rhinos. Traveling as the ball travels. That is what I can tell you. So it was, of course, easier to deal with that kind of cross in as much as it comes. Konese. Mutasa. That is the skipper. Zake with the latest signing, turning away. A lovely turning. And of course, Sylvester onto the stride of Nyakuchanga. Oh, blast. That was, of course, an obstruction in the course of that one. But that was a promising move for Black Rhinos. Penetrative movement. But unfortunately, of course, the course of the shot could not go to the target. As we await for the corner. This is the first corner kick for Black Rhinos. 2-1 in terms of corner kicks. Now as it comes, numbers congregating in the penalty box. Can they do something here? Corner comes. Well collected by Nyabonga. High polar path now. Off the header. Nyakuchanga. Zinyama. Opening up his Black Rhinos. Sylvester. Brighton. Manera. Turning away, but ends the drop. That wasn't intended for Scotland, says the referee. It was for Black Rhinos, so it's gonna be retaken. Throw brought further. Touch comes. Cross. Headed away by Carlson Chirwa, formerly with more love in the lower divisions last season. Those are some of the players that come straight from Division 2 and got elevated into Division 1 when the site was formed. That is Carlson Chirwa, Young Tinyero. You also bring about Tadiwana Shehuni. No kind words from Lincoln Swasia. Aged to, of course, keep his tempers by some of the fellow teammates. And indications, according to my whistle, that is what the indications of the referee are signaling as he calculates 9.15 meters stipulated by International Football Association body. As we await for this one. Nyabunga creating a stumbling block for this one. Let's wait and see. Muchisa off the poster. Oh! Twice! Goal! They fired one at the Rhinos. Black Rhinos twice off the woodwork and slow to react. That is the last line of defense of Scotland, and capitalizing after that. That is, of course, Tapuana Shematongo finding the opener, rubber stopper. Tapuana Shematongo with the opener. Twice off the woodwork, and of course slow to react. If you look at it back in the slow motion, initially it came from the free kicker, and then from the second moment from Zakeu, then as he turns and manages to tap it home, I can tell you that was Matongo easier to deal with it. 1-0, that is the circumstance now, and the coach urges them to switch on. Then from Kamba up with some of his colleagues now. The scenario is now 1-0. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with this one? They fired one. That is, of course, Black Rhinos have found the opener. The 1984 champions, the 1984 league champions have found the opener. Scotland about to resume. This one is going to be a huge task to deal with, especially going to half-time. Now as it comes forward, Zasia, above it comes. Off as it connects, Leroy comes now. Cross comes, a chance for a quick reply, and the goalkeeper collects it lovely. The goalkeeper collects it lovely. And of course, they to always bring on some motivation. That is some Yabo Saruchera. Moving further for the goal scorer. Tapua Matongo, the goal scorer. sending it, but it goes way through to this other end for a throw. Right, that is of course a moment for Black Rhinos. They've always, especially whenever they are coming from a break, they always struggle to start. But now, still on as it comes now from Betai. The throw comes high. Not all of his timing is head, dropping to that one. As off as it comes, Nyakuchganga. Way back to the goalkeeper. Poorly executed, but the referee says it's all over for the first half. What an exciting episode in the first half, if we can talk about it. But there was limited penetrations from Black Rhinos, but momentarily when they got a set piece, that made the difference and made everything to make a sense. It seems as if it counted the most, especially after a mix-up in the penalty box. Then they had to make sure that their own aspect of a sense of awareness, especially for the follow-up aspect, has profited them to get the opener. But it's still for 5 minutes. Let's wait and see what will happen in the next coming 45 minutes. But for the moment, it is 1-0 in favor of the host. That is Black Rhinos. Stay tuned, viewers, until we connect with you for the second half. That is in the visuals that we are watching it from. And the referee having 1 or 2 checkings, but still here to make a change. That is the coaches. In as much as it stands so far. Way through as it comes. Katante. Long ball above. Swasiam mistimes his header. Brought on by Manira. No through road says Kamchkariwa. Referee awards the throw. As it comes to this other end for the throw. Hoping to bring it further. Mutasa. This is Mutasa. Hoping to launch one into the penalty box. Kujanga. Collection comes, blasted into the way. Still struggling to bring it on, but he felt there was something. Touch comes. Top pocket way through now. More numbers were pushed forward, that is in terms of Black Rhinos. But aiming the throw from the far side, quickly plays it to the goal scorer, Matongo Tapiwa. Going further way across. Touch comes. Still moving further. Bringing on the rotational passes. Enjoying the progress of it. Matongo. Long ball as it goes way above. Off the header wide. Fumbitai. Moving forward. Header comes. Referee says there was of course a knock off the back of his skull. So we are going to witness that is a set piece opportunity. Can they deal with this one? Connection comes with Kamuchkariwa. Numbers pushing forward for this one. Nearly in the similar circumstance that Black Rhinos conceded. Can they take the lead from their opponents from that same distance? Kamuchkariwa. But this time around with a different character. Delivery comes. Sosia's header. Collected by the goalkeeper. Easier. That was easily dealt with. But quickly takes the recovery run. That is Russia. Looks ahead. Katanti. Finds Tasiana off the chest control. Sliding tackle to connect with Fimbizai. Way wide for Tiniero's chest. Now comes Tiniero. Galloping. And the cross comes. Off as it comes, but easily collected by the goalkeeper. Nyakuchganga still is down. Nyakuchganga is still down. This is one of the second largest crowd attracting fixture for the Division 1, especially if you consider the first one that had Moors and Scotland. That was, of course, almost pegged to the rafters in the similar attendance. That is the one that we are also witnessing today. Let's wait and see if they can do the same scenario. But it seems as if it will take much of the time for Nyakuchiganga to be back on the field of play. Still awaiting and awaiting. You might be watching us from City News. That's where we are proudly bringing it for you. One of the capital finest broadcasters of the league. Yes, this might be one of those lengthy haters. But I thought one would say that he should have been stretched out so that they attend him. As we await for this one to come. I'm still yet to discover what's going on, especially one would take the interest of the students as well as Moors. That's what they will be hoping to get to witness it. And of course, about to make a change. That is Black Rhinos. Who's going to be withdrawn? Is it a moment that he wanted to take a brave act of bringing on a change? Throw goes to the near side. Valentine Katsandi across the goal mouth area, inviting numbers in attack. The clearance comes. Muscled away, that is Saidi takes over. Jaggles over his marker. And of course, Sylvester Manira goes forward. Off as it comes. Bringing on the touch. Saidi. For Carlson Chirwa. Way through for Nyamuchika Mchikariwa. Zakeu. This is Zakeu. Ball has gone out of play for the throw. Let's wait and see. How are they going to bring it? Saidi with his least privilege, but manages to swap his feet from its eye from the far side. Cross comes. Header coming to this other end. Poorly executed to Grant, that is the throw. At the near side. Piri. Touch comes to Swasia. Off as it comes higher. No problem for Gonese. No problem for Gonese. Can they do something? Onto the strike of Matongo. Long ball. Header coming towards Nyakuchiganga. Fires that one across the goal mouth area, but still with the chase is Marvin Piri. Turns away from his marker. Eliminated his marker. Intercepted for a throw. Still pushing forward, that is Scotland. Waiting for that one. Jasia, of course, leaving it for Piri. Long throw comes on. Goes for the challenge. Nyakuchiganga well dealt with him. Turning away Kamchikariwa. Manages to stay on his feet. Lovely interplay. Cross comes. Collected by the goalkeeper. Konese. Let's wait and see now. And still Zakeu is the next one that goes down. The list of getting injured players still goes and continues. It's still entrance and more numbers are still coming on. If you talk about those that are getting into the field of play. Can they do something now? That is what we are waiting to find out. That is what we are waiting to find out. Zakeo Willard. Yeah, of course, teenager, I beg your pardon, in his early 20s, with lots of prospects in the future. High ball are coming further. Tasiana losing. Gets the return touch, promising chance. Cut away. That was a square ball. But what a brave act from that is Malvin Piri. Throw comes. With this moment now. Way across. Manira. Tasiana. Cross comes. Oh, what a lovely skiller from Brighton Christopher. And Katande is there. Headed downward. And muscled away. The referee awards the throw for Mafunga. Beg your pardon, the set piece for Mafunga. Plays it wide for Piri. Numbers engaging the penalty box. Headed downward. Zakeu uses his strength. Yes, they clear that one. Can they do it? This one. Throw comes. Off the thigh. Oh, elevates that one, but recovered by Piri. Interconnect. Touch comes now. Missed that. His pass. That's young Tinyero. Fimbizai. Tasiana. Saidi. Kamchikariwa. How is it gonna be? Still moving forward. Way across and wide. Long searching ball off the chest control. Poor cross. As it comes along from that other end. Opening up. King Natolo, who seemed to have been subdued, he has not been actually making his own presence felt as King Natolo. Blasted forward. Saidi. Jasia. Out wide for Fumbitai off the cross. And of course, away, it has been catapulted. Slowly building up. Referee awards a foul. That cognizance. Can they bring on something along there? Triple substitution imminent. Johannes Isbanda, Alan Katikwa, Tadiwana Shehuni. Triple substitution imminent. Right, if you talk about Johannes Isbanda, born on the 18th of June 1988, once a distinct with that is ZPC Kariba is coming to join the side from Areno. But Alan Kadzikwa coming from Pikita Minerals, born on the 24th of July 1986, is imminent to come. Tadiwana Shehuni, born on the 24th of June 2004, is about to come as well. So triple substitution. One of the first sacrifices, young Dinero. Dinero is about to come. It's being withdrawn rather. Remember the triple substitution that was done by Argentina. Can it be the same substitution that can bring things alive? Kamchikariwa has been withdrawn. King Natolo, yes, of course, he has not shown much of his part. If you talk about King Natolo, the way we know him as a playmaker, he has not yet lived up to expectation. And indeed, he calls it a day for Tadiwana Shehuni, formerly with the More Love. Yes, that is the promising future for Scotland. Let's wait and see. One of the most expensive players in the top flight during 2011 when FC Platinum was promoted, Alan Kadziko. And of course, interestingly, he was once with Black Rhinos. Ironically, he was once with Black Rhinos, if you talk about Kadziko. Now as it comes, above it is sent for Kumbani. Using his strength, connected by towards Mafunga. Turns inside. Cross comes. Johannes way above his head. Doctor's clearance. Way out for the throw. As it continuously comes. Throw comes forward. Touch further towards Jasia. Scooping it above for Huni. And the referee wants. The referee wanted that one. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with this one? Time slowly ticks away. In any case, it is still a 1-0. After consultations, it's going now BB. Black Rhinos foul. As we are waiting for Black Rhinos to take this one. Denver Mkamba is one still yet to be introduced. If we talk about Denver, those are some of the individuals. If you bring on a better day, they might be moving forward. Yes, I can tell you that he only changed. William Nyasulu opted to change his midfield options. Now as it comes, Valentine Katanje. Skippy. That is Malvin Piri. Sent forward. Side-footed in. Jasia is there. Headed away by Matongo. Flicked forward by Brighton. Katsikwa's touch. Katsikwa's lovely interplay. Still, of course, could not coordinate two passes with Katsikwa. But as it comes now, can they do something? Lacking cohesion, that is that is Scotland. They are lacking cohesion. If you talk about the bonding between the players of Scotland. Let's wait and see. How is it gonna be? In any case, that must be the first change. The first change in form of Black Rhinos. Right, as we are waiting for this one to come along. Let's wait and see from this other end. Dead ball situation is looming. That's where they capitalized from. That is Black Rhinos. Wow. Formerly with Karo United. This is Ben Dembe. This is Ben Dembe, who's about to come, born on the 15th of October 31 October 1999. He was born Ben Dembe. In comes Ben Dembe, formerly with Karo United. 31 October 1999. Popularly known as Shalala Maestro. Let's wait and see from this set piece. Now as it comes, goalkeeper fisted away. Dembe from distance. First involvement. He usually plays as a defensive holding midfielder. But now, probably, if you talk about Yabo Saruchera, he might have opted to reinforce his midfield by bringing him on. And of course, cutting the route from sideways, where he's expected to stretch his opponents. Now as it comes, still in hesitation. The throw comes, touch comes forward. Side-footed away. Tassiana turning away. Still Tassiana. Cross comes, collected by Nyabunga. So it seems as if Karoi has been one of the markets for Black Rhinos. Nyabunga sends it away. Ndembe against Alan Gatsiko. Touch comes forward, Saidi. From the time. Headed away way wide for the throw. Now as it connects with it. From that other end, delivery comes across Gatsiko. Alan touch. Johannes. Rooney. Block comes, but referee says nothing. Zakeu. End-to-end stuff. Mutasa, Prince. Zakeu. Willard. Way back for the goalkeeper. Konese. Back pedaling, that is from behind, back tracking. Off the chest, way wide for Christopher Brighton. This is Brighton. Going forward now. Brighton. Right above the challenge. Ndembe, Ben. Referee wants it. Referee wants it, another set piece. Let's wait and see how the set piece occasion come to this one again. And as much as time is slowly moving away, and of course they know that they ought to do something and they require some improvement. And as much as it is can they do something? Another dead post situation that might be whistle has sounded. Into the box. Saidi, goalkeeper, collects it. Nearly punished. Forward to this other end is Johannes Sibanda. Johannes Sibanda finds Huni. Cross comes in front of goal mouth area. Big for Huni to atone for the poor cross. Another delivery flicked away. Off the chest control. Brighton headed by Saidi. Referee wants a set piece now. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with this one now? Promising opportunity. Can they do something here? Alan Katsikwa standing over the dead post situation. 10 from Kamba. Can he be the game changer? That is what we are waiting to see now. Can he be the game changer? Isaac Nyasenga is also on standby. Here it comes, floats it up half to the blind side. Oh my goodness, the decoy. Oh my goodness, the decoy. The goalkeepers love it, especially when they are leading. Isaac Nyasenga and 10 from Kamba now. Exhausting all the substitutions. 10 is coming. Who's being withdrawn? I guess Donald might be the last involvement in this fixture. That is the possible candidate to be withdrawn. And since he's bringing on a striker. And Saidi is another one. Emmanuel Saidi. 21 January 2004, he was born. It calls it a day for an individual that was born on the 21st of December 1992 on Kamsa. Isaac Nyasenga, an individual that has been scoring from coming on as a sub. But for today, can he be the game changer? That's what we are waiting to see now. As we are waiting for this one. Konese launches it high. Chirwa's header. Katsikwa finds space behind the defense line. Clearance comes. Brought down under control. Fumbitsa is still struggling. And of course, interfering with play from an offside finds him guilty. Interfering with play from an offside. That is what finds him guilty, that cognizance. Now as it connects. Kahatsikwa. Rasi, I beg your pardon. Numbers pushing forward. Off as it comes in. Collected by the goalkeeper. Wow. What a heroic display by the goalkeeper. What a heroic display by the goalkeeper. I can tell you. They are slowly pushing forward, but Mavunga was coming on. Now, Yemima Tembetse Ndombolo. Yemima Tembetse Ndombolo is about to come from to this other end. Zasia's clearance. Mistiming it. From Bitai. Katsikwa. A good interplay. Brought on by Johannes. Johannes, of course. Sibanda Johannes. Still Sibanda. Dembe. Tassiana. There comes Tassiana. Now as it comes to Christopher Brighton, cross comes, collected by Nyabunga. Imminently switching it to, that is Fumbitai. Fumbitai moves forward. Connection comes. Side-footed away further. Quickly transforming from one end to the other. Tassiana. Striker. Turning away. Tassiana. This is Zinyama Toto. Way out wide. As it moves further to this other end. Touch comes on. Rolling it out wide for the throw. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with this one? Proving irresistible. That is a Black Rhino. That is, of course, Scotland. I beg your pardon, that's Black Rhinos. In as much as it is, that's a moment of introduction. Yemima Tembetse Ndombolo. Yemima Tembetse Ndombolo. Right, as it continuously comes, can they do something? Yemima Tembetse Ndombolo is coming on now. Being withdrawn now. Most probably is Tassiana. That's the injured individual. Can they do something? Based in Rua, but he has been with Crampon. That's an individual born on the 23rd of March 1992. That's Yemima Tembetse Ndombolo. Yes, of course, masters of chest control. If you talk about him, chest control, that is what he loves the most. And especially for the second ball aspect. High ball up half. Header by Matongo White. Bring on the throw. Can they do something? Off the throw. Outmuscling his marker. Turning his Zasi. That is, of course, blasted into that one. The referee says double-footed challenge. And that's a double-footed challenge. Yellow card to the captain. That's a double-footed challenge. It goes down as serious foul play. Yes, in the context it is said double-footed challenge. Any challenge or tackle that endangers the safety of an opponent regarded as brutality. That's how they say it. But in that scenario, that's the scenario of a serious foul. And eventually the referee had to be attracted from distance to go and attend the situation, of course, inviting him to provide the yellow card. along from the dead post situation. They might love to seal it as they do. And it comes. Oh, he stumbles on his own. Opportunity. No problem for this one. Quickly brings it on. Waiting for that is the goal kicker. Let's wait and see. We are white. We are cross in front of goal mouth area. Finding Carlson Chirwa. Carlson Chirwa, of course, still navigating his way. Touch comes to this other end. Above it is sent high. Header comes on. Oh, lovely little flicker. Mandombolo. Headed forward by Black Rhinos. Right above the challenge. Referee awards it. Mandombolo, of course, have collapses after that challenge. Meaning that is a foul. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with this one? They've been giving set pieces willy-nilly. Remember, if you can't defend set pieces, then of course try to minimize them. As you know that Zinyama. This is Zinyama. Doctor Prince Mtasa. Back to Zinyama. Back to the doctor is Itenza. We kept in play. Nyakudanga. We are cross headed away by from Mkamba. Mkamba finding right above the challenge. Referee awards it. Let's wait and see. Yellow card, of course, brought out immediately. He was rather venting his frustrations. That's Denver. But referee on top of proceedings, yet quickly to bring it on. Let's wait and see. How are they going to take it now from this other end? Carlson Chirwa. High ball into the penalty box. Ignoring play, that is what is it for Black Rhinos. Comfortably living for it. As much as it is, with almost 18 minutes to go. Can they do something? Long ball above. Header comes to Gadzikwa. Beaten for the tassel. Nyakudanga from distance. Nyakudanga from distance. Let's wait and see how are they going to deal with this one. Still the orchestra goes on, turning away, that is Gadzikwa. The veteran, Denver, finding the interplay with Mavunga. Still comes on for the cross, side-footed away. Arriving is Rasia. Wooni. Touch way wide for Skippy. Cuts inside, but overlappation. The doctor takes over. Mutasa. Matembete now, as they have stretched out their defense. Matembete turning away. Mandombolo knocked it down. Referee wants it. Let's wait and see how are they going to deal with it. Even now, the referee venting his frustrations. Let's wait and see. It's the no-nonsense referee. Now as it comes to the back post, chest control from its eyes clearance for the throw to this other end. Can they bring on something here? Mutasa. Throw comes on. Touch comes. Combining. Zwasia takes over. Scooping it above, but poorly executed. You wanted somebody to deal with very fast. As it awaits for the throw to come. The Lions seemingly wounded. Will the Lions get something here, or they will sleep with empty stomachs? The throw comes on. Way forward now. Goalkeeper in hesitation. Carlson Chirwa commanding the defense from back. The doctor, of course, are waiting for this one. Throw comes. Zakeu. And out muscling his marker. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with this one? Throw comes forward. Header going on. With a touch. Kahatsikwa. So much skill. But this might be a dangerous play. Wow. Kahatsikwa living dangerously. That was living dangerously and inviting. Remember what we say. Never dribble across the front in the defensive third, as well as across the field of play when there's long grass. Those are the concepts. And of course the defense was off balance, but he opted to dribble in the defensive third. Now as it comes, way through for the chases, Mandombolo. Yemi Matembete now. Here comes Matembete with a step over, but Katsikwa takes over. Alan out muscling his marker. Referee Watsita plays it back across to his goalkeeper. Nyabunga. This is Supu. Now, of course, it's a case of trying to push all numbers, a chested wave across. And the goalkeeper is very fast, goes on for it. No kind words by Matongo. No kind words by Matongo, the man that scored the goal. High ball above. Zwasia heads it down. Mukamba's touch. Uhuni intercepted. Still goes on further with this. This is Zakeu. Dropping off the shoulder. Going Zakeu. Way through for Mandombolo Matemete. Here comes Yemi Matembete, who's of course enjoying that one. Looking for the return touch. Malvin Piri dealt with him. Johannes Sibanta still goes on with it. Sibanda, of course, this time around taken by Rhinos. Away over the top. An opportunity for an equalizer. The referee says penalty. The referee says penalty. The referee says penalty. Then, of course, for the forward run, the referee doesn't hesitate to say penalty. Yes, of course, interfering with the play, impeding the progress. I beg your pardon now. Yeah. Wow. Let's wait and see now. It's too early to count them up. It's too early to count them up. And the chorus resumes as well in anticipation. Chorus resumes in anticipation. Will the Lions roll now for an equalizer? Yes, we await for this one. Yes, so for some of the times, let's wait and see. Penalty awarded. After that challenge, the man that was hacked down, Mavunga versus Lee, that is of course Konese. Let's wait and see now. Mavunga versus Konese. Referee Lyndon Musa takes a moment. Lincoln Zwasia still awaiting for this one. Is it gonna be the moment that he does it? All the Lincoln Zwasia summoned for justice as well. Wow, yellow card it is for Lincoln Tracia. Those unnecessary yellow cards that just come willy-nilly. He should have done better. All eyes on Lionel Konesen versus Mavunga from this other end. Let's wait and see now. This is a moment where you can do it for the team. One will tell you it's a match point penalty. As we await for that one. According to chapter 14, that deals with the penalty. They should be outside the penalty box. The referee Lyndon Musa. Waiting for this one. They ought to find out how is it gonna be. Now as we await for this one, here comes Mafunga. He goes for this one. Goal! Goal! The Lions roar. They claw their way back with an equalizer. Scenes of jubilation from the stands after the equalizer. Let's wait and see now. Can they get something now? While at the other end is, of course, in case of mentality, while of course they're urging them to bring it on. Now, of course, we are up for a contest. Let's wait and see. This is what brings the beauty of Zimbabwean football, the Mexican way from any other part of the field now. Way through as it comes. Voices, of course, capturing that is the field of play. Way through as it connects now. Can they do something here? Ten from Kamba, of course, elevating the spirit of Hart Stadium. As it comes for the throw now. Matembete turning away. Matembete lengthens himself, headed away by Huni. Off as it comes, mistiming it. Isaac Nazenga. Off the head of the referee awards. The referee awards. Black Rhinos are coming now. Let's wait and see. How are they going to deal with it? Trying to use wits whenever they are coming forward now. And Fumbitai edging numbers to hold the high line. Can it be the moment that they've been waiting for? Zinyama standing over this one. Zinyama coming forward this one. Scooping it higher. Headed away wide for the throw. That is by Scotland. The battle for the jungle continues. The breaking rights for the jungle still continues here. One apiece, that is the scoreline. With the touches Matembete. Off as it comes. Referee wants a foul from the edge of the box. Towards the byline. This might be the promising opportunity for these two teams. They know that whenever they meet, what suffers is the grass. That's the battle for the jungle. Now as it continuously comes. This is a glorious moment now. Here it comes. Floating it above, headed away. Zinyama. He could not connect with it. Wow. He could not connect with it. There comes one of the supporters that is watching as the branch manager from that other end, braving it to get it way through now. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how is it gonna be. Play continues. Way through as it connects with Scotland. Getting on the touch. Can they do something with Huni? Huni, of course, not through Rot. Mkamba is there. Drive comes to this other end. Malvin Piri to the near side. Square ball comes. Header comes. Of course, wins the second ball. Congestion comes. Acrobatically sent to the wrong direction. Now as it comes. Carlson Chirwa sliding tackle. Even the one that is watching as a branch manager is enjoying the progress of it. This is what brings us the beauty of the game, you know. The branch manager controlling the progress there. And of course, that is a precarious position, but he loves that one. for the love of the game. Now as we continuously come, can they do something here? Let's wait and see. How is it gonna be now? One apiece. One apiece, that is it. Let's wait and see Mtasas for the throw. At the down but aiming the throw, that is as it continuously come. High polar pass off the header. Katsikwa, side-footed away. A miscue comes from Matembete. Way through for the loose ball collected by Nyabonga. High polar pass. The chase is on of his Matongo. Ben Dembe. Going further with it. Long fetching ball. Carlson Chilwa's header. Guided for Nyabonga. Drive to this other end. Piri with his in-stepper. Way upfield now. Beyond the defense line for the chase of Mavunga. But he goes down. Referee wants a goal kick. That could not attract the attentions of the referee. Let's wait and see now. Can they do something here? Long polar pass within the 9 seconds of the game. Zasia. Way through for this one. Collection comes. Johannes with the interplay. Matembete for the throw. And of course there was belatedly the decision came. Belatedly the decision came. Belatedly the decision came. There was a contrast. I don't know what happens, especially in those moments. Those are moments that invite criticism. Now as it comes to that other end, that is for the throw. Let's wait and see how the throw comes. Still continuation comes. Malvin Piri for this one. Malvin Piri takes Elima. A throw in a cross that comes. Header. But there was a poor, the referee says that wasn't done as expected in chapter 15. So it is going to be Black Rhino's throw. The thrower must have to bring it along over the head with both arms like that. Connecting with Katsikwa. Mkamba. No look pass. But this time around it went to the wrong individual. All over the top. For the chase is Carlson Chilwa. Mistiming it. There comes an opportunity to punish Matembete. Or dropping off the shoulder. Cross comes. Headed away. But still popping around. Matembete. Sandwiched by two individuals. Now as it comes to Mukamba. A lovely stop from Tenfa. Interplay continues. We are close now. This might be fighting now from off the transition. Tense away. Across comes a chance. It's Landa. Piri brings it backward, but the ball had gone out of play. Living for it lately. That is Scotland. Living for it lately, Scotland. But yes, it continuously comes. Can they do something here? We are across the Cormouth area. Rubber stopper. And of course, we are now in the referee's added time. High polar buffer. We have played a minute into the referee's added time. One apiece, that is the scoreline. Katsikwa. Fumbitai. Long polar buffer. Headed away. Off the chest control. Not through Rota. Denver. Let's wait and see how they respond. That is Black Rhinos. With all hopes of something positive here. With all hopes of anything that works out. Zinyama. The referee says it's all over, it's all over. The referee says it's all over. Right, this marks the end of this entertaining fixture with, of course, opportunities from one end to the other. But
Keep on moving. Kipa bata. Kipa ndopi. Arudi. Hayo tafuta ndogo. Wakati. Tena ngo bata. Atiri kuja kwa la ilaki na ipige. Bado tena ngo bata. Jipeti tu anapiga mwana. Tombo ngoro na tombo ala raisa. Tombo ala raisa pana. Kuti bora para hapa. Laro wasei. Kipa na paketi. Kipa bora paketi. Kipa na paketi. Na paketi kipa. Bora laro wasei. Ango dari sasa. Ango dai. Pesa mtambo. Pesa. Hata mbelezi. Hata pitra mahara guys. Chapi pa Scotland. Scotland inapi chapi. Usamire mire. Apamire miwe. Scotland inapi chapi. Pa Scotland apamire miwe. I want to Scotland.
Right, I'm proudly graced by the coach of Black Rhinos, that is Nesbet Yabo Saruchera, an individual that went with the homework after he lost against Scotland by 2-0. But it seems as if the homework was perfectly done in this contest. He managed to come back with a fighting spirit and earn a point. Coach, how can you tell us with what you saw with the contest as it unveiled?
I think we did well with the game. It was a tight one. We didn't manage to create a lot of chances. They also did not, but they were, maybe I can't say lucky. I was too far away with the penalty decision. Normally I don't want to talk about it, but maybe I thought it was a bit harsh.
Right. In fact, before I go connect with what transpired in terms of the incident that you have already highlighted, I wanted to ask, of course, many individuals thought that there was Everson Feremba as well as Malvin Mzuka's absence was noticed. But it seems as if the newcomers proved that new brooms sweep clean. What's your take about the newcomers?
Normally I don't cry over spilt milk actually. When the boy wants to go, we give blessings. But I think most should have maybe done better in terms of negotiating with the owners of the player, but normally I don't want to talk about it. I'm just a coach. Maybe they thought it was the best decision.
Right, let's go into what transpired in the game so far. Yes, we consider that you had lots of, in fact, it seems as if the break tend to affect the rhythm of the game. And there were kind of lapses in concentration, like in the last quarter of the second half. What's your take about that lack of mentality when it matters most?
I can't blame the mentality as per se, but I think our defenders, they didn't defend well, especially those high balls. When they are pumping a lot of balls, when we must win those balls and put the ball on the ground and dominate like what we normally do.
Right, anyway, after this draw, what's your take with the coming fixture, as you know that the race is still wide open, and to those that are still looking for a better second half of the season?
We can't say it's too early, but we are still in the right direction. We are in control of the league. We need to push more so that we will be champions at the end of the season.
All right, thank you very much for your time. We wish you all the best in the remaining fixtures as you look forward to continue with the Northern Region Division 1. Right, that was the sentiments of the Northern Region Division 1 coach, that is for Black Rhinos, that managed to go away with a point. Let's hear the sentiments from the opposite coach from Scotland. Right, I'm proudly joined by the coach of Scotland, who fight for everything when it matters most. Wavanoti William Nyasulu. William Nyasulu, what a day it was after you started on a wrong foot, after conceding, especially when your players were slow to react in terms of what we call the second ball. But it seems as if you made the homework right when you went to halftime and managed to make things work out. How did you see the game? Mazona?
Game and the game 50-50. 50-50 both teams. Rhinos yakagadzirirawo, chatakagadzirirawo, and it was a good game, a tough game. Tatangirwawo, my players azurara, but zvinowanika mbora. Everyone under a mistake. Mistake here in time like Borata goes. It was a mistake. I now middle Sakanaka my defenders in the water or border of Aquachura Munipozanga Sara. But for today, I was impressed in Black Rhinos. Nasanga impact yakanyanisa, but the team yangu able to yabata now. I got 50-50 game, and it's a fair result.
All right, there is a saying that says new brooms sweep clean. But today, Chingangoti, how did you see those players? Vatamba say Wamati Wanyuani Kwamuri. Wamatura pas mid break.
For the first time, my players are good, 100% good. But you know, I was at Jairana and it was the first game I Tamba Borana and one impress. I want to avoid a give up, I want to push Anna, and the same experience players. I was a comfort and fun for the past 6 months. It was the team I but I don't want and what a good Zorafana, which was your encourager. That's why I draw Borel. Don't face the game, looks like a good to Kasakuzora. That's a Mugasa, but I don't want to take a good Zora. I'm here putting my players in our ball.
So you are happy with the fighting spirit each time when you go down. That seems as if character is what you are now beginning to get from the players that you have.
This was yes.
Right, anyway, that was the sentiments of the coach of that is Scotland, William Nyasulu. Of course, he has elevated from Division 2, but it seems as if he's getting the nod. And of course, calling the shots as the head of the technical area for Scotland. But for you viewers, allow me to tell you that we were at Hart Stadium, the fixture that ended 1 apiece in terms of scoreline. But what an encounter that brought everything to light. But let's wait and see how the season goes on up until the end, as the race seems to be decided as it comes to the wire. Right, paneino nguwanda sangana nemumwe wanotevera Scotland watinoti Tawanda Chidzitsi, among the leaders of Scotland, as we await for kuti tinzwe kuti arizoona sei mutambirwo waitwa mutambo wanhasi. Mauona sei?
Mutambo wanhasi dango ndikuti ndo Black Rhinos matambira taita hapana kuitwa rafu, hapana kukwadzwa, but since vanhu vachingoziva Scotland team nyowani iri kudzidza, saka us are still learning from big teams akafanana naRhinos. Saka isusu mustn't expect much Sterek, and we don't want to say much. Isusu tiri kudzidza as a Scotland.
Right, it seems as if makaenda market, and the market, of course, you brought on some products, and the products, it seems as if with the rust that came along in terms of the break, you had lost a part of the rhythm, although you recovered lately. What can you say about the newcomers? As they say, new brooms sweep clean, but it seems as if the brooms swept late.
Okay, as you know that kuti pawindo tinosaina vanhu but ateta tagara tine team yedu atinayo saka isusu takasaina maplayers atakasaina almost about 5 saka ndo atazopinza kuti waite sevajele newakomana and remember that was the first game raking nadolo, that was the first game ragadzikwa, that was the first game rarona rapfumbidzai saka zvese izvozvo tenge chingozviita mukutambwa tijele saka hati expect kuti vachingonopinda vanoita magetsi but we know that as time goes on we are okay.
Right, tinokushuvira irombo rakanaka pane imwe mitambo ichatevera. Tikutendai nenguva yamava nesu veCity News tichikushuvira irombo rakanaka. Thank you very much for your time. That was the sentiments of one of the representative from Scotland, that is Mr. Chidzidzi, amongst the organizers of Scotland. Right, I'm proudly joined by the presence of Lincoln Zasia, popularly known as Batra, in his own circles of life as well as football. But an individual that has also once played for Kaizer Chiefs, that's the individual that we have today, who has been the man of the match of the contest that was pitting between Black Rhinos as well as Scotland. And of course, you were vital in terms of defense. That is what I can simply say. Ariel were up to top notch. But although you were caught napping on the one circumstance, especially if you consider that on the goal that you conceded, you were slow and you were second in terms of reaction. What's your take about the game?
Tatamba bobos tane ma players akawanda, new players akawanda. Tatamba bobos ma combination players ba combination angasata kunyasobuda. But I think going forward, she says zvinoita ball tikamba chitamba tese trainer tese was kuru akasaina ma experienced players ana Alani, Leroy Nadolo. I think nezvatiri kuda zvokupinda, I think nemaplayers akauya anotikwanisa kutibetsera kuti tikwanise kuchipinda muPremier League next year.
Right, considering that if I consider the number of fixtures that you came into play and started to finally command, that is the starting lineup. You started as a substitute. Eventually, as you went on and on, after you came from that is Golden Eagles, it seems as if you went on and went on gradually. It seems now you are in the rich vein of form. What was your main motivation to get that improvement?
I just kept on working hard each and every day. Ngora manje kushanda neSimba because team yoda upinda. But team bada upinda, you have to be fully fit. I think ngora manje kushanda neSimba improve day by day until the end of the season to ona tapinda ila not.
Right, your parting words to your followers for Scotland, what can you say to them? I know that they've, of course, braved enough all the way from their different walks of life to come and support you, and they still make it work out for them. What's your take to that?
Angoti vaita basa, vanogara kungoita basa pakatanga season. I think vacharamba vachifamba nesu because kuya kwavo ndokunoita kuti rambe ichishanda nekuwina kwatoita. Saka anongoti thank you kune mafans ese anouya each and every game. Murambe muchiuya kusvika tapinda muPremier League.
Right, he's so optimistic that the door for Premier League is still open and wide open as the race it goes on itself. They hope that they will take it up until the last day. Let's wait and see how is it going to transpire in the Northern Region Division 1. That is proudly bankrolled by LM Auctioners. That is the fixture that we're proudly bringing towards your attention, viewers. Allow me to say goodbye until we meet next time. Sio bonana.